Zoom calls, Teams calls, Skype calls, WhatsApp calls, all kinds of calls. And they're all taking place in our private spaces at home. You need to own your studio, and I'll show you how. Welcome back. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, make sure to do so. I'll be posting weekly career management tips and advice to boost your career. In this video, I want to talk about setting up and owning your own home studio. We're all sadly bombarded by video calls through different means, and many of them take place here in our homes. We need to own the studio, the background, the image that we have and that what we portray to the world. Whether it's personal or private, especially for business, you need to have a proper setup. Lighting, camera, broadband, everything in place to give a professional appearance. I'll show you how. The goal is that you feel comfortable in your own space. You know that you're delivering the best possible brand of yourself to the outer world and you're beating the competition. So here are a few steps what you can do to tremendously improve your studio, your space at home. Number one, make sure your broadband works. Rain, sunny, windy, whatever it is, test it. Use tools like speed test. You can Google it. Use those to see that your broadband connection works at any time. Number two, virtual backgrounds, in my opinion, are still not there. I don't like them. They're blurry. They look clumsy, and I personally prefer a real background, even if it's a hardwood Lapland wood. I prefer the real thing over virtual. Just looks more professional. Number three, when you have that background, make sure it's clean. Make sure it's a white wall or has a clean bookshelf if you prefer that style, or any other clean environment that it looks nice. The focus needs to be on you and not on your environment in the back. It needs to be peaceful, professional. Make sure it's there. Take care of it. Number three, put effort on lighting. I'm using two bigger lights here. You don't need all that. I use them for other recordings as well. You can have a small LED light which is placed behind your camera on the side. You can use a ring light which is placed behind the camera. I'll put a couple of links below here, just as examples. I have nothing to do with the vendors. I'll put a couple of examples and links so you can have a feeling what it could be. No? Make sure the lighting is there, test it, make sure it looks good. Watch out with the natural light coming from the windows so they don't blur and darken your face. And the whole surrounding appears with a lot of light, and then your face cannot be seen. Number four, make sure you have a good camera. I mean, I have a MacBook Pro, but I had to buy a separate camera because the quality is just not there. The change is tremendous. I highly recommend that you look for an external camera that you install for your video meetings. What I'm using here in this video is a Logitech Stream Cam. That was about 150 euros, I believe. But really, look for comparisons between webcams. I know the Logitech C920 is seen as one of the best webcams. But you can find alternatives on the market. Look at the comparisons that experts have done and pick one. And make sure that your camera is on the right height. So mine is, for example, here, it's on the eye level, so I can actually get it straight. It's not coming from the angle. It's coming from a horizontal angle. So make sure. Get a stand if you can't get it hanging on top of your screen. Get a stand and fix it once and for all. Microphone. Don't use the computer microphone for calls. Use at least headphones, proper headphones, good quality headphones. Make sure you have a couple of pairs. One will always run on a battery. Make sure you have a backup. I'm actually using Zoom's H1N for my own recordings, but that's an external mic that I connect to the computer. For video calls, you don't need that kind of stuff. You're okay with the proper headphones with that, and the sound quality is professional enough. And finally, 6, your own appearance. Make sure you just don't wear that Zoom shirt like they have nowadays that's hanging on the back of the chair. Make sure you actually have ironed, properly taken care of clothes. Depending on your business, depending on the dress code, dress up as if you were going to work. Display your best brand, own your studio, own your environment, and go forward.